What's going on, everybody? This is Afro Think Tank. Today is an absolutely beautiful day. Okay, I just want to mention that. Absolutely beautiful day. Now we're about to get into August, right? And then we're about to get into September. We all know, for all my outdoorsmen out there, all my veterans who still go outdoors to practice, right? It is hunting season. Hunting season is coming up. And also, you know, fishing season, the height of fishing season is coming up, even though fishing is all year round. But as I have stated, and you see in the background, I have a balcony garden where I grow as many vegetables as I possibly can, right? And I have a food forest in my backyard as I'm continuing to develop it, right? I'm adding more and more every year. I'm adding more and more perennials to my backyard in order to grow my own food. But another portion of that is, can you hunt for your own food? If you absolutely had to, could you go out and get your own food, right? And what does that look like? That's fish and small and wild game, right? A lot of people, they go grocery shopping, they buy meat, they buy food, and they're so far removed from the process that they don't even think about it. But what if a time comes where you actually have to go out and harvest your own food, right? It's one thing to eat chicken out of a nicely packaged, a unit out of a grocery store. You know, you buy it, it's already cleaned and plucked and all that stuff. It's another thing to go out there and find yourself a fowl, right? Dispatch it, right? Ethically, taking it home, plucking it, gutting it, preparing it, cleaning it, and cooking it, right? You have more appreciation for your food, right? And I think, and I know that we black people need to get back to what we're good at, right? Which is growing our own food and hunting for our own food. Now, I understand some people are squeamish about it, but understand you'll appreciate your food more if you had to dispatch it in order to eat it, right? And as far as fishing, there are many fish that we go to the grocery store and we purchase, right? That we don't have to if we took the time to go out to the lakes themselves and fish, right? The exact same fish that you spending $10, $15 a pound for, you can get that exact same fish if you went out there, made a day of it, and go fishing. So what I want to show you is what my recommendations, right, for hunting. I think black people need to get into hunting. If you've never been hunting before, I think you need to get into hunting, right? So, but the first piece of equipment I think you should have for hunting is a shotgun, all right? The reason why a shotgun is a great tool, because it usually covers all around hunting requirements. You can hunt most animals with a shotgun because you have the most variety of rounds, and it's also good for self-defense. Okay, so here's my example. This is my Mossberg. All right, this is my Mossberg. This is my hunting rifle and my self-defense rifle. Right? I like pump action because it's very simple. Pump action is simple. You don't have to think about it. Load the round, hard fire, boom. Home defense. The reason why this is the best for home defense, you can see it. The reason why this is best for home defense is because if some intruder comes into your house, right, when it comes time to fight or flight, you don't have time to aim. As a matter of fact, most aim, to be honest, in combat, if you aiming your pistol, you might as well bust out your knife or your E2 because they too close. That's too close. You're fighting. You about to be in hand-to-hand combat if you bust out your pistol, right? But when it comes to a shotgun, right, you literally point in the general direction and shoot. I guarantee you, if you point in the general direction of the person intruding your house, I guarantee you, you're going to hit them. Now, the good thing about something like this is when you are defending yourself at home, you want to make sure that the round that you fire, right, at an assailant doesn't continue on past the assailant, right? And because you have to be responsible for your rounds. If you have a pistol and you fire one of those rounds, 9mm 45, that round may even go through the suspect and go to somebody's house, a neighbor's house, and hit somebody, some child that's sleeping in their bedroom. You don't want to do that. You want to defend yourself. You want to be the cause of somebody else losing their lives because you're defending yourself, right? That's why the shotgun is a perfect platform for home defense. Why? Because all you have to do is get some bird shot. And the good thing about this, this Ruger 95S, this one allows you to take short shot. Okay, ladies, short shot, and you don't need an adapter. So that means I can put 18 rounds in this. Okay, 18 short shot rounds in this bad boy. 18 times I can bust your ass with a bird shot. Now, if you absolutely don't want to kill them, well, I don't know. I can't guarantee it with the bird shot, right? Bird shot, depending on how close they are, it may shoot them in the face, maybe, right? But I guarantee you, whoever's coming in your house, you hit them with a couple of these bird shots, that's it. Invasion over. Okay. You can also, if you want more left lethal, you can get beanbag rounds if you really absolutely don't want to, go all the way. You can get beanbag rounds, load them things up, and you can just pop the mess out of somebody coming in your house, right? Right. So this right here, best for home defense. Also for squirrel hunting, right? Especially during the springtime or during when there's a lot of leaves on the trees, because you got to make sure the rounds can get to the squirrel through the foliage, right? So shotguns, and they're usually these are usually the tools that you use to go hunting most animals anyway, right? Like I said, because the round doesn't continue on very long. Even if you get a slug, it'll go a certain distance, but it's gonna stop, right? Right. If you get buckshot, it's gonna go a certain distance, it's gonna stop, right? But bird shot, if you absolutely need to defend your house, but you really want to have the best chance of not, deleting the person, coming into your house, right? Or you can set it up, warning shot, bird shot, another warning shot, bird shot, bam, is still coming, bam, hit him with a buckshot, right? And if that bam is still coming, if you hit him with a buckshot, he's still coming, he's not human, right? And just shoot him again with the next buckshot. He'll do the trick, right? So this is good, and it's, it's light, it's not that heavy. Now, another thing I recommend for hunters, all right, those who have rifle platforms, ammunition is expensive, all right? So if you want to practice aiming with rifles, you want to practice, because if you may go out to places where you're allowed to use rifles, right? You're hunting deer, go out to Western, like I'm in Maryland. The area that I'm in, because it's so dense, I have to use shotguns for most places, but I can use long rifles in other places, but that's a little further out in Western Maryland, or I can go out to Virginia, right? But when you want to keep yourself fresh, you want to practice, but you also need a tool, right? These are tools. A tool to dispatch small game, because to be honest, if you're going to survive in this world, you're not, and you had to actually feed yourself, what you mostly be hunting would be small game, all right? Squirrels, raccoons, rabbits, possums, common fowl, any type of bird. And here's the thing, we sometimes we rag on people for eating what they call bush meat, right? I always gotta teach you something. Y'all know how certain ignorant people use the word bush meat, right? Well, bush meat is just the African term for wild game. Wild game that we eat in America, we eat raccoon. If you're an African American, we eat raccoon. That is a part of the African American traditional dish is raccoon, right? You just don't remember it, all right? Because most of y'all don't hunt, right? Possum. We black folks, we eat possum. We eat every little critter that run around. We can cook that, season it up, we can eat it, all right? And so when you surviving, you don't have a choice between, am I gonna get chicken? Am I gonna get beef? Am I gonna get pork? The three meats that's thrown in your face because of the food industrial complex, all right? But I recommend going out and getting yourself a 22 LR, right? 22 LR Ruger or any Ruger style platform. Get yourself some tripods so you can be stable, right? Get yourself a scope, get yourself a couple lasers, right? Learn how to sight and fix these things, right? It takes 22 rounds. Now the reason why, all right, the reason why this is so good is because the 22 rounds are cheap, right? They come with these little magazines, right? So you put your little 22 magazine in there. 22 rounds in there. For 100 rounds, $10. I paid $10 yesterday for 100 rounds. Now you take 100 rounds, you can go out here and practice your aiming, practice sight alignment, practice your breathing, practice target shooting. You can get ready for hunting season, or get ready to have to do something if something ever need to be done. You know what I'm talking about? Had certain individuals practice, right? They would have got the job done. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? If they had practice, they might have got the damn job done. But they didn't practice. So they didn't get the job done. And we all still here dealing with it. All right? But the great thing about 22 is with these things, you can hunt squirrel, you can hunt small games, rabbit. You can't hunt medium like turkey. You can't hunt turkey with this. They don't allow you to hunt turkey with this. You got to use a shotgun, right? Or you got to use a bow and arrow, right? I also do that. I have a crossbow, I have a compound bow, and I have a basic fold out bug out bow, right? I got to go get those things restrung. Just went to Bass Pro Shop asking about my prices. Just bought me some new fishing rods. Also looking at this little boat I'm gonna buy. Right, I'm gonna buy a boat because when I go fishing, I'm trying to. I've never had a boat. I'm about to buy me a little boat, right? And I'm gonna go out to the lake and I'm gonna start fishing. I'm retired. I need to do shit like that, right? So that way, all throughout the year, I can go fishing, I can go hunting, and the goal is for me to collect food. I'm not going out there for fun. I'm going out there to catch protein to put it in my freezer, right? I want to practice things that we should be practicing: hunting for our own food, having more appreciation for our food, growing our own food, growing my own food in my backyard as best as I can. That way I can lower the price. I'm out here getting natural exercise. I don't got to go to the gym if I'm out here hunting and fishing all day, right? And saving money because, obviously, got my own vegetables. I got my own meat, to a certain extent, what I'm saying, saving me money. And it's an activity that's fun to do, sharpening up our traditional human skills that we all should have just in case, because you never know. You never know if it's going to happen until it happens. And once it happens, it's too late, right? So I would advise anybody, even if you got an AR-15 or any other type of rifle platform, I advise you to buy a 22 LR anyway, simply because it'll allow you to practice. You can also hunt most small game, and it will do the trick. And if the apocalypse happens, you know what I'm saying? If you need to do something, this will get the job done. A well-aimed shot, most definitely. Don't let anybody fool you that the 22 can't get the job done. Most definitely, it can get the job done. And it's a lot cheaper. And imagine holding 100 rounds. You can put 100 rounds of 22 in your pocket, and you won't feel it. Versus 100 rounds of bigger caliber that costs more, by the way, and you can't carry as much. And when the apocalypse hits, what you carry and your weight matters. I'm trying to tell you. And when you're out here in the woods and you walking around in the mountains and you in the desert and you carrying a platform for protection and hunting, that weight of the ammo matters. All right. So I encourage everybody to go get you one of these bad boys. Go get you a shotgun. Right. And that's all you really need. Now, a pistol for personal use, obviously for personal protection. I'll encourage you to get a pistol, but people who buy pistols should get professional training, because understanding how to shoot a pistol that does not have as much stabilization as rifles and shotguns. It's really, people don't understand, and they underestimate how easy it is to miss your shot from close range, right? So I encourage everybody who wants a pistol license for personal protection to train and keep yourself trained. Meaning, don't just go one time, go multiple times. Train a lot, right? Every 6 months, you should at least bare minimum be firing your weapons, right? Your tools, in order to stay proficient, so that when that time comes, you're ready and you don't have to get ready. You understand what I mean? So I just kind of wanted to show you that, what I got going on now. I have another channel. I got this whole thing figured out. For different things that I do, I'm setting another channel. I'll put the link of the channel. I'll pin the link of the channel in the comment section if you want to subscribe. But over there, it's called go outside to live, right? And basically the concept of it, I do other shit other than sit on here and talk shit about FBA and xenophobic, racist people and what black folks need. I enjoy my life. Okay, I don't got 3, 4, 5, 6 hours to be arguing on the internet. If I got 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, I can be at somebody's lake or river or in somebody's woods, having a good old time, or just doing something that I like to do, because I don't like to waste time. Right? Time is the only thing that we cannot get back once it's gone. Right? That's the most important thing in life, is the time and what you do with that time, the quality time. Right? So I plan on spending a lot of quality time outside. Right? I also plan on getting more in depth in what I'm doing, because I have a lot of requests about how I got started doing all this. I failed like many years trying to do this. Is my most. I've accomplished the most this go around than I ever have. Right? And if you guys have been watching me for any amount of time, you've seen me on my balcony with my other setups, right? So you can see that this is the best I got going on, right? And that takes time. It takes experience. It takes failing in order to succeed. And let me show you something. I want to show y'all this. I want to show y'all this thing right here. You see this right here? This is why I got the other channel, because I need to show y'all how to grow this specific plant. This is called a purple tree collard. Why is it called a purple tree collard? It's really the collard green. Y'all know the collard green that we eat, right? And I know a lot of you guys went to Home Depot and Lowe's, and y'all probably put collard greens in the ground from seed, and y'all tried to grow it. Well, it's only going to grow for so far. But there's another way to cultivate collards, is by using stems, right? So the original, whoever, I don't know how it originally got started to get to this size, but someone grafted, right, or made a graft or something of a collard and grew it to the point where it was 10 foot. Now, in order to grow a 10-foot collard green tree, right, they have purple collards and they have green collard trees, right? It's collard greens. Imagine a collard green, a 10-foot collard green bush. That's what this is. A 10-foot collard green bush. All right? And I got 4 of them. And they're perennial to zone 7. So if you are in Maryland, if you're in the zone 7 area, the Eastern Pacific, zone 8, zone 7, I think zone 8 and zone 7, they're perennials. You stick them in zone 8 is better. You stick them in the ground in your backyard and just let them go. Zone 7, it could be, you know, the winters can be kind of tough, so you got to at least let the plant grow a little larger before you put it in the ground. So I'm going to do them buckets. Once it get about 5-6 feet, I'm going to go ahead and put it in the ground because it'll be big enough to be able to survive the ground. But these tree collards, good thing about purple tree collards is not only do they grow to 10 feet, but during the wintertime, the leaves don't freeze. The leaves produce sugar in order to combat its freezing. And so it grows leaves all year round. And because it produces sugar in the leaves, during the wintertime, some of the leaves have what we consider a sweet taste, right? Like it's said to be as sweet as a cherry. So imagine in the wintertime, you can go outside and you have a 10-foot bush reaching out left and right, thick roots, because it's like a tree. Got thick, imagine like a thick bamboo root, right? Growing out to where you could just pluck greens. And y'all know greens, if you're black, if you're Caribbean, African American, if you African, Afro-Latino, y'all know greens and leafy greens are like big staples of our diet. So imagine planting a perennial where you can go outside every day and pluck enough greens to wrap your foods, make salads, actually grow, you know, cook some collard greens in your food. Imagine being able to do all that from your house, right? And these are things you can do if you take the time to research and learn how to do them. And so since people have been asking me, I'm gonna be doing that too. So on my other channel, Go Outside to Live, which like I said, I'll link in the pin, I'll be putting that there. So any little thing I do outside of me talking about Pan-African stuff, I'll put it over there for those who are interested. All right. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little segment. I'm really just chilling Saturday. It's such a goddamn nice day. I went to the range. I don't know what made me think I could go to the range on a Saturday. It was an outdoor range, thinking that it wasn't going to be a long line. Thinking that it wasn't going to be, I don't know what told me, oh yeah, go to the range on a beautiful Saturday morning and, you know, you'll have no problem getting there. No, obviously everybody had the same idea, right? Therefore, I didn't get to shoot today, right? But I did go to Bass Pro Shops. I did scope out some hunting spots I plan on going, and I did at least get to see the boat physically, the one I'm going to purchase next month. Probably when I come back from Nigeria. So that means I'm probably going to be doing mostly winter fishing at the very beginning, which I don't mind. I don't care. I'm going to bundle up. I ain't scared, right? Because you got to eat. And like I said, you know, if we were back in the day, we would do it. We would have to go out in the wintertime and do it. So why not, right? Exercise, get outside, become one with nature, you know, put food in the house without, you know, it being overly expensive. You know, it's a win-win-win all the way around, right? So anyway, if you're interested, look at the link in the pinned comment, and probably I'm probably going to put it in the description section too. Yeah, I'll throw it in there too. And you can go over there and live vicariously through me, or let me motivate you to get yourself outside and do it. Because once you buy your tools, right? Once you buy your tools and you're smart about your ammo management, it's a relatively cheap hobby and activity that you should be doing anyway. All right? Especially as black people. We need to be doing that. We can't get too comfortable with the trappings of modern society. Because, you know, there's been many times where that modern society has crumbled and people had to start from zero. And you better know how to start from zero or you'll never make it to one. All right? Anyway, you tell me what you guys think in the comment section. It's Afro Think Tank. Learn something, teach something. I'm out.
If you know how to play spades and you live in the DMV, then you have to be here every Thursday night. If you're interested in playing spades at Center Pocket on Thursday nights, it starts every Thursday at 6 p.m., hosted by the DMV Boston Runners. If you're looking for the best wings in Maryland, we got you. Here at Center Pocket, we have over 30 flavors of wings for you to try.
Happy Saturday, folks. It's your boy, Chef C, We located at 4514 Rhode Island Avenue. It's the African American Cafe. Come on down and support us. We got the fish and shrimp platters on deck. We got happy hour from 3 to 6. Come on down. Y'all know where we located at. Let's make it happen.
Yep, time to go. That motherfucker coming over here. Ooh, shit. Hey, Carlo, bitch, look behind you. Ooh, shit, motherfucker.
Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! We most definitely cannot forget about the people of Sudan!
Thanks for watching Afro Think Tank. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And follow me on Substack and Patreon for more content. Remember, it's Pan-Africanism or nothing.